Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 31. We are here at Ringing Rocks. It's a phenomenon that I think only happens in 3 places in the world. It's a bunch of rocks, and when you tap on them with a hammer, they make different noises. It's just east of Butte, Montana. Supposedly there's rattlesnakes, so I'm a little scared, but we'll see. But it's a really rough road to get up here, so make sure you have high clearance vehicle, or you can stop a mile down the road like I did and then hike up. And so when you tap on them, they make a different noise, and if you remove one, it supposedly doesn't make the noise anymore. I'm not going to try that out, but let's see how actually musical these are. Yo, for reals. What? Oh, that one's not so much. That is ridiculous. All right, listen to this. Oh, that's cool. They're totally made out of something weird. What kind of rock is this? That is so ridiculous. Hear that? I wish I could play drums or something. This is cool. You have to come and check this out. This is awesome. Just listen again. That one clearly is not normal. Like that one too. Like that totally does not sound like a rock. That's this rock right here. That's ridiculous. Alright, so that was a really cool experience. I would not expect that. Definitely be sure to bring a hammer or something metal, like a wrench to bang with. They had hammers up there, luckily, but I'm not guaranteed that they're always there. So better be safe than sorry. But now I'm just not too far, 10 miles down the road at, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe 20 miles from the caverns, from the Lewis and Clark caverns, which I didn't do, but you can do. It's just like going through any other cavern, really, at the state park. But okay, so usually I'll do research on things to do in different places, look up different things, and this is one of those things that came up on Google, and I just don't know how it came up on Google, why it's so significant. But take a look at this. Right here off the main interstate, right off of 90 actually, going north a little bit, 2 miles. This is called Blue Horses. They don't really look too blue, but it's just a bunch of iron horses. Some of them look I guess painted a little bit, but they're just a bunch of iron horses that are up there on the mountain, and that's supposedly a thing that shows up, things to do in Montana. I don't even know why I'm here, but it's things like that happen. But look at that. It's still smoky. We're still going farther and farther east, yet it's still super smoky. It's just that's that time of year, fire season. All right, next place, let's go. All right, so now we are here at the Madison Buffalo Jump State Park. Now this is really cool, okay? Think back to the old days when people would go out hunting. They would go out hunting and they would hunt buffalo. There was a kid who was trained to attract the attention of buffalo and lead them towards this peak right here. Once near the peak, a bunch of other Indians would pop out, and they would all scare the buffalo towards the edge, and all the buffalo would try to turn back, but the Indians would push them until they essentially, not like they wanted to, but they jumped off the edge of the cliff there, killing them. And the ones that survived, the Indians were at the bottom, banging them with clubs and stones to finish them off. But that's how they killed large amounts of buffalo in the fall to prepare for the winter. That's kind of crazy. Oh man. And then there's 2 great hikes that you can do to go up there. One of them's a quarter mile, the other one's a mile. So you go up to the top for probably really great views, but right now it's still so smoky I can't even see a mile away, so it's not worth it. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana! This place is beautiful. Look at that. Check out Montana State University! It's beautiful here too. I'm starting to get some sunlight now. It's called Big Sky, a little bit. Little bit. It's probably one of their big stadiums, giant dome right there. Look at that. This is Alright, so you know, the one thing I will never understand is like why, if you think about it, especially during the school year, like the time when people travel and go visit things is on the weekend. So why is it that the visitor centers are always, not always, but a lot of visitor centers are closed on the weekends? Like right now I don't know what to do here in Bozeman. I came to the Museum of the Rockies because that's the only thing I knew to come and check out, because they have the biggest, it's not the biggest skeleton of a dinosaur, it's the biggest, just the skull of a T-Rex. It's like 3 feet big. So you can go do that if you want. Come check out. They have a free farm that you can walk around. But I guess I'm just gonna go straight to Yellowstone. It's pretty foggy here too though, but like it is beautiful. It's 65 degrees out and it's beginning of August. Like it is nice here in Bozeman. Like this is a city that's up high on my list, honestly. Alright, so it was a pleasure stopping by Bozeman. I'm going off to Yellowstone now because we don't know what to do. Alrighty, welcome to Big Sky, Montana. It's actually a town now called Big Sky. I suppose it's just Montana being known as the Big Sky State. This is a really cool place. It literally is pretty ridiculous. Where's the giant? There's a giant mountain you can see from here. It's awesome. This little like village is like surrounded by mountains all around, and then in the back right there, you can barely see it. Yeah, you can barely see it on the video. The giant mountain. I'm gonna go try to find out like one of these vacation places, you know, places that usually charge money to do vacation trips and whatnot. See if they'll help me out with some information. Alright guys, if you come to Big Sky and you need a bike rental, you should definitely come here to Performance Rentals at the Vacation Big Sky, because they are nice people. They helped me out with all kinds of information. I am in debt. I mean, just check out that spectacular view. This land is so untouched. Alright, so there's the mountain. You can actually do a tour. It's like $75 or something. It's ridiculous. But you can do a tour all the way up to the tippy top. They like put you on a tram, then in a car, then on like the skyline or a ski lift kind of thing, and like get you all the way up to the top. Or you can hike it 12 miles round trip. Yeah, check this out. This is the resort. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful water, beautiful places to stay. There's a teepee. Let's see, like the ski lift kind of starts like right there and it keeps going. Top. You can kind of see how there's a little building up there. That must be a ridiculous view. But here at base camp, man, it is crazy nice. This is like, I must cost a fortune to be here, but you can walk around for free, of course. Alright, so we are now hiking the Beehive Basin Trail. It's supposedly named one of the top 10 hikes by National Geographic. I don't know in what context, but I was told that as somebody's bracket. That is just, some like untouched land is amazing. Oh man, I wish you could see all those mountains back there. Guys, this is definitely some of the best untouched nature I've ever hiked. And it's so interesting how like diverse it is. But I tell you, it can get really hot here if you're doing it like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I am sweating like crazy. I also drink a lot, but whew, man. Let's go, almost there. Oh man, look at that beauty. I mean, look at, there's no way you beat this. Oh man, that is amazing. It'd be so cool to see a bear too right now, because we're like in the middle of bear territory here. You should bring bear spray. I didn't because I'm not buying any, but that's a risk I'm taking. That is so beautiful. Oh man, it's like this thing never ends. You think you're getting close to the end, and then it just keeps going. Finally here. Look at that. Finally here. Whew. This dog's definitely having some fun. He ran right by me, almost got soaked. That is deep. Look at that. And then there's some bighorn sheep up there in the distance. Which the other day I mentioned that I saw goats at Glacier. It wasn't goats, it's bighorn sheep. Just want to make sure I clarified that. Swallowed some water there, doggy. Alright, so that was definitely a worthwhile hike. We are now going into Yellowstone. This is definitely, the northern entrance by far is one of the nicest entrances I've noticed. It's a long drive, but like, it's worth it if you want to see some beautiful nature. Look at that. Brody, we've arrived at the Grand Teton National Park. I have to do a shout out to my man Heath, and of course Alyssa as well, Paget. They host a podcast called RV Entrepreneur Podcast. First time I listened to their podcast, they talked about this place, and that's why I'm here now. I missed it last year when I was in Yellowstone, so now I'm finally here to check it out. Oh snap, guys, look, we are here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed this the first time around. Those mountains are ridiculous. If you don't know, one of my favorite things are mountains, so that's why this totally catches me. And then look at how much the smoke. Is it smoke or is it something else that's causing all that? But look, you can see the mountains like end there, but they don't actually end. It's a whole mountain range, the Tetons. I mean, just look at that. I'm just like half a mile down the road from where we just were. That is just amazing. That'd be so awesome if you could explore all that. Look at that. Is that like... That's like a storm cloud right there. Luckily, not smoke. This is just... Oh man, this is at the top of my list now. Yellowstone still wins, but... Woo! Now look at that sun coming through the clouds. Trying to at least. Those mountains in the background kind of like fading away. Really cool. Danger, do not approach. Let's see something. Turns out we didn't have to go very far. They're literally all right here. Can't get that close to them, unfortunately. If you want to see better, you go to the video from 2 days ago where I went to the bison range. That is we went to the bison range. They're literally right next to you. Deer Park Rangers will yell at you. Now just check that out. That's all I keep saying. I'm sorry about that, but look at that. That is so cool. That's the sun, man. Never look directly at the sun, but through a camera, you always can. Man, that's awesome. I wonder how many miles of mountain this is. It's gotta be a lot. A wide open valley. Truckers even get to enjoy it. They drive through. Now what's cool is that they also have an elk refuge here and a fish hatchery. So you can go check those out as well. And the elk refuge is just like the buffalo refuge or bison range that we went to, where you can go see the animals. And then a fish hatchery, if you've never been to it, it's where they catch or monitor fish as they go up and down rivers and stuff. There's a couple of those in Seattle that are cool. You can see those in my Seattle video. That's cool. But right on the other side of this hill is the Teton mountain range. So it's like, this whole park is literally just like one long strip that goes up to Yellowstone and down to Jackson, Wyoming. And then right above the road where the entrance was, there's this museum. It's the National Museum of Art of Wildlife or something along those lines. But look at the building. It's made out of like rocks, like the whole thing. And then they have a moose and a bison or a buffalo, bison. Bison is multiple than buffalo. See, like the whole building is made out of like that material. It's like rock. It's like fake rock. It looks kind of like though. Reminds me a lot of like Central France. And welcome now to Jackson, Wyoming. It's like at the southern end here. This is a cool just little town right here. It's literally right next to like the mountain range. Amazing view every single day. That's ridiculous. Gas is super expensive here. Oh my gosh. Whoa! Alright, so we're now downtown in the historic district. This is, I mean, it's a small place to start, so it's not that big, but this is so cool. It's almost like Old West. It reminds me a little bit of Winthrop Washington.
I never want to go on this thing again.
All you're gonna get is a blood blister. Ah! They hurt, but they're fine.
There's like a whole bar, or like a whole row of like saloons and bars down there. Old time photos, art gallery. Look, they even have a Starbucks here. Like what? Those are like horns. They make a arch. Check it out. Literally, that is so cool. Oh my, feels rough too. You can even hitch a ride in a horse-drawn carriage. Definitely a cool place to come check out. Alrighty, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna spend the night here in Jackson Hole. This is so interesting. This is a cool place. Today was a lot of driving. Drove through Yellowstone. We're gonna go back through it tomorrow. But like, even though there's all so much driving and it's so lonely, like it's still amazing to see how like the scenery changes, and like I have podcasts to listen to, so like it's not always gonna be like lonely when you're on the road traveling by yourself. You meet people along the way, and like just like I tell you about all the time, the people who meet me and who help me along the way, those people. Also just people who you're hiking. Like I did one hike today which was beautiful out there in the Big Sky, Montana. That was amazing. Met some people, they saw me in a bow tie, they said hi, and you know, just that little interaction is nice to have. So if you're traveling alone, don't worry about being lonely. You always have some ways to feel reconnected with the world and with other people. So with that being said, guys, if you have any questions about anything travel related, about me, about what I plan to do in the future, or if you need help planning anything, whatever it is, I'm here for you. Let me know. I would also be more than happy to just get to know you, even if you're not ready to travel or anything like that. So feel free to leave a comment down below. Subscribe so that you don't miss an upload, because I'm going to plan on doing every single day for as long as I can. And I need your ideas on like what to make after I'm not traveling, because I do go back to school for one more semester, so I'm not going to be traveling for the rest of the summer. So with that being said, share with somebody you know so I can reach as many people as possible, help as many people as possible, because that's my goal. I've already had a couple people reach out to me through Quora, which is really cool. So I just love those opportunities to help people, and that's the other way I think about it. Is like I'm doing all this stuff alone, but it's giving me the opportunity to do things faster and to get to experience them, and to then be able to give recommendations. So I'm sacrificing a little bit on my own behalf so that I can help other people, which is what I really love doing most. So with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video, but until then, high five!